Have you ever eaten a McDonald's French fry and realized you've almost finished the entire box without even noticing the crispy crunch, the soft and warm interior? There's something magical about them that makes you want to keep eating more. But have you ever wondered, how do McDonald's fries stay so crispy? Why does their taste stay the same in every country? And what's the secret behind each crispy bite? Today, we're going to explore the incredible journey of these fries, from fresh potatoes to the crispy golden pieces that come out of the fryer. Are you ready? Let's dive in. To make fries as delicious as those, you need the perfect potatoes. McDonald's never settles for average. They choose special potato varieties like Russet, Burbank, and Shepody because they have high starch content and low moisture, ideal for achieving that signature crispiness. So where are these potatoes grown? They are cultivated in regions with ideal climates, such as the United States, where Russet Burbank is the top choice. Most of McDonald's suppliers come from these areas where the excellent growing conditions help produce high-quality potatoes. When harvest season arrives, massive machines roll through the fields, gently digging up the potatoes. But they're not ready for your meal just yet. After harvest, the potatoes are transferred to special storage facilities, where every factor including temperature, humidity, and airflow is strictly controlled. The goal: to keep the potatoes fresh, prevent sprouting, and avoid rotting. Some storage facilities even keep the potatoes in the dark to preserve their color and texture in the best possible condition. And when the time is right, the potatoes undergo a modern sorting process. This is where technology and precision take the lead. On a conveyor belt, several meters long, thousands of potatoes continuously move through an automated inspection system. This system checks the size, shape, color, and even looks for signs of pests or bruising. Any potato that doesn't meet the standard, whether it's too small, has cracks, or simply isn't pretty enough, is immediately removed. Ultra-fast robotic arms gently yet decisively push them off the main potato line. Inside McDonald's potato processing plant, modern technology automates most of the production steps. This ensures food safety and consistent quality for every fry. The first step: washing. Potatoes are passed through high-pressure water jets and rotary scrubbers. This continuous water-to-potato contact helps remove dirt and sand from the potato skins. The high-pressure water acts like tiny robots carefully scrubbing each potato. Next comes peeling, and it's not done with dull knives. High-precision robotic arms gently glide over the surface of each potato, peeling just the thin outer skin without removing any of the precious potato flesh inside. Gentle yet firm, like getting a haircut. After their spot treatment, the potatoes are placed in soaking tanks. But this time, the water is mixed with a food-safe chemical that kills bacteria and removes any leftover starch. This is the final cleaning step, to ensure the potatoes are not just clean but stay fresh for longer. After peeling, the potatoes are sent to a specialized cutting room. The cutting machines work precisely and efficiently, using high-pressure water to push the potatoes through blades. The result: perfectly even potato pieces, each about 3 inches long. This is why McDonald's fries always have that perfect shape and size. But we're not done yet. These raw potato pieces still contain too much moisture, so they go through a process called blanching, a quick soak in hot water to remove excess sugars and starch. This step helps the fries avoid turning brown when fried and ensures they have that signature golden color we all know and love. After blanching, the potatoes are quickly dried with hot air, like a gentle steam session for the fries, to prepare them for the next stage: pre-frying. Yes, before they even make it to a McDonald's restaurant, they've already been partially fried. Now it's time to give them their first taste of hot oil. At the processing plant, these potato pieces are transferred onto long conveyor belts and into industrial fryers filled with vegetable oil. They are fried for about 45 to 60 seconds at high temperatures, just long enough to form a thin, crispy outer layer. This step is crucial. It creates a protective coating that helps maintain the structure and crispiness of the potatoes during freezing and transportation. Without this step, the fries would turn soggy when fried again. After frying, they are sent into a quick freezing chamber, a room where cold air is blown down to 40 degrees C. This helps preserve the shape, flavor, and color of the potatoes while extending their shelf life. Quick freezing is essential to maintain freshness and consistency, preventing the potatoes from spoiling before being packaged. Once the potatoes are fully frozen, they are carefully packaged and loaded onto trucks, ready to be shipped to McDonald's restaurants nationwide and worldwide. And so, a humble potato from a farm is now ready for its second and final fry. In every McDonald's kitchen, the potatoes are taken out of the freezer and placed into the industrial fry baskets. They're then dropped into hot oil at around 335 to 168 degrees. This second fry lasts about 3 minutes, but this is where the real magic happens. A perfectly crispy golden exterior forms while the inside becomes light, fluffy, and piping hot. And yes, this is when those fries taste like McDonald's fries. The oil used in this stage contains a small amount of natural beef flavor, giving the fries that signature taste you can't replicate at home. After frying, the fries are tossed evenly salted and served hot in those iconic red and yellow boxes. From freezer to fryer to your hands, all in just a few minutes. And here's an interesting fact. McDonald's fries millions of pounds of potatoes every day. That's a huge amount. So the next time you take a bite of a McDonald's French fry, remember, you're not just enjoying salt and potatoes. You're experiencing a sophisticated, globally coordinated system that took decades to perfect. And whether you like them with ketchup mayo or just simple salt, one thing's for sure. McDonald's fries are more than just a food item, they're a global phenomenon. If you enjoyed learning how these fries are made, don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, how do you eat your fries? Ketchup, mayo, or plain with salt? I'm reading them all. But hey, fries are only half the McDonald's story, because there's something else on that tray that makes your stomach growl the moment you see it.
Have you ever felt your stomach growl just from watching a sizzling burger video? A thick, juicy patty, golden cheese melting down the sides, that irresistible sizzle on the grill. One bite, and suddenly your diet plans vanish into thin air. We're stepping into the world of one of the most iconic foods on the planet, the McDonald's burger. This global giant serves over 69 million customers every single day in more than 100 countries. McDonald's isn't just a fast food chain, it's a cultural phenomenon woven into the daily lives of millions. But here's the question. How is it possible that a McDonald's burger tastes exactly the same whether you're in New York, Paris, or Tokyo? And how does it take just 42 seconds to perfectly cook a patty, yet require an entire global system running with military precision to make it happen? Today we'll uncover the secrets, from farm to your tray, behind how McDonald's creates the burger you know so well. Let's start with the soul of the burger, the 100% pure beef patty with no fillers or preservatives. The beef is carefully selected from farms that meet high standards primarily in North and South America. Here, the cattle are well cared for, living in spacious and clean conditions. For most of their time, they graze freely on grass before transitioning to a special grain diet. This process creates the perfect marbled fat, giving the beef a rich, savory, and delicious flavor that everyone loves. When the beef arrives at the processing plant, it's ground multiple times to achieve a fine, consistent texture. A precise blend of seasonings is added, not to overpower the meat, but to enhance its natural aroma with every bite. And here's something impressive. The entire process is fully automated. No human hands touch the meat, ensuring both hygiene and perfect consistency in every patty. After inspection, the patties are flash frozen at 40 degrees Celsius, locking in freshness as if time stood still. They're then vacuum sealed in protective packaging to keep out air bacteria and any contaminants. It's like sealing time itself in a vacuum bag. From there, refrigerated trucks transport them thousands of miles to McDonald's restaurants all over the globe. That's why whether you're biting into a burger in Tokyo, New York, or anywhere in between, you'll taste the exact same juicy, flavorful patty. If the juicy beef patty is the heart of the burger, then the golden bun is the stage that elevates every bite. The bun must strike the perfect balance, soft enough to let the beef shine, but sturdy enough to hold everything together from the first bite to the last. It all starts with high-quality wheat flour carefully measured and mixed with yeast sugar salt and a closely guarded recipe known only to a select few. Inside massive industrial mixers, these ingredients transform from a dry blend into a smooth, elastic dough. The dough is then divided into small, perfectly shaped portions, each one rounded into a smooth ball. Once everything is in place, the dough balls will go through the final proofing step in the final proofer for 55 minutes. They will rise in a temperature-controlled environment, reaching their full potential before heading into the oven. Just before baking, each bun is brushed with a glossy egg wash and sprinkled with sesame seeds, the tiny notes in this flavorful symphony. In high-capacity ovens, the temperature is controlled down to the degree. Within minutes, the dough turns a deep honey gold, filling the air with a sweet, irresistible aroma. The buns emerge with a light, crisp exterior and a soft, airy interior, ready to be packaged and shipped to McDonald's locations around the world. When the patties arrive at the restaurant, they remain frozen to preserve peak freshness. Only when an order is placed are they placed on the signature flat grill of McDonald's. In less than a minute, exactly 42 seconds, both sides of the patty are cooked evenly, locking in the meat's juices and preserving its rich flavor. The buns are also delivered fresh to the store every day to ensure their quality. Just before serving, they are toasted in a specialized device, creating a slightly crispy exterior while keeping the inside soft and fluffy, ready to cradle the filling. Additionally, every other ingredient is meticulously prepared: the crisp and fresh lettuce, lightly pickled cucumber slices, sweet fresh onions, evenly cut cheese slices, and perfectly measured amounts of sauce. All these elements come together to create a perfect structure, from color, aroma to taste. It is this level of detail, replicated in thousands of kitchens around the world, that has earned McDonald's its reputation for consistency and quality. But in the end, whether it's perfect or not depends on your taste. If you've never tried it, maybe it's time to take a bite and see for yourself. A hot, freshly made burger with a fragrant bun, perfectly grilled beef patty, and fresh, vibrant greens. But wait, there's still one final piece missing: a slice of golden cheese. The moment a slice of golden cheese lands on the steaming patty, it begins to melt, wrapping itself around the beef and blending with the other ingredients to create that creamy, irresistible richness. This journey starts on dairy farms, where fresh milk is collected and rigorously tested for quality. The milk is then pasteurized for safety before being transformed into smooth, perfectly meltable processed cheese, crafted with a formula designed for both flavor and texture. Once the cheese reaches the ideal consistency, it's cut by automated machines into perfectly uniform slices, each one tailored to fit the McDonald's burger exactly. When that cheese melts over the patty, it locks in the flavors and brings the entire burger together, a sensory experience from the very first bite. So the journey of a McDonald's burger, from the vast open fields and dairy farms through high-tech factories and precise kitchens to finally landing on the tray in front of you, has been revealed. It might seem simple, soft bun, juicy beef, fresh toppings, but behind every bite is a global operation working with clockwork precision. Every step is carefully designed to deliver the same taste, whether you're in Chicago, Paris, or Tokyo. Whether you're a loyal fan or someone who's never been fond of McDonald's, it's hard to deny they've changed the way the world eats and craves food. But McDonald's isn't the only giant shaping what we eat, because while burgers are ruling the tray, there's another legend ruling the deep fryer. Have you ever wondered how many pieces of KFC fried chicken are eaten around the world every day? The answer might surprise you. Millions of pieces are consumed daily. That means every second, somewhere on this planet, hundreds of people are biting into a crispy, mouth-watering piece of chicken. But behind that golden, crispy coating lies an enormous food empire with thousands of chicken farms operating around the clock across the United States. In 2012, the brand faced a wave of criticism in China over allegations of using growth hormones in poultry. But does that affect the chicken you eat in the US? The answer might surprise you. KFC's supply chain in the US is completely different, and the quality control standards here are considered some of the strictest in the world. It's no coincidence that in 2023 alone, KFC generated over $5.1 billion in revenue in the US with over 3,700 stores, and that number is expected to rise to 4,491 stores by 2024. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, actually started at a small gas station in Corbin, Kentucky in 1930. It was here that a man named Harlan Sanders spent years experimenting with hundreds of recipes. Then, in 1939, he invented something that would change the culinary world: the pressure frying method, which cooked chicken faster while keeping it tender on the inside and preserving its natural, fresh flavor. That same year, Sanders introduced his secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices, blended with such precision that only a few people in the world know the full secret. It's this combination, the golden, crispy coating, the subtle, spicy aroma, and the perfectly balanced sweet and salty taste that has captivated millions of people worldwide. In 1952, the first KFC franchise store officially opened, and from there, the fried chicken empire began to spread at an astonishing rate. Today, China has become the largest market with over 5,600 KFC stores, and in Japan, KFC fried chicken has even become a Christmas tradition. So what makes KFC so irresistible? Is the fried chicken recipe really a secret? And does the production process ensure quality? Let's find out. The journey of a KFC fried chicken piece actually begins very early, on vast chicken farms, where thousands of hens work tirelessly every day. On just one farm, there are up to 15,000 hens, and each day they lay more than 13,000 eggs, an enormous number for this entire fried chicken empire. These eggs are placed into modern incubators, where everything is carefully controlled, from temperature to humidity. Every hour, the trays are tilted back and forth, just like how mother hens would turn their eggs with their feet to ensure the embryos develop evenly and don't stick to the shell. After 19 warm days in this artificial home, the tiny chicks begin to wiggle, using their little beaks to break through the tough shell. After several hours of effort, they are officially born, marking the start of a whole new journey. Immediately after hatching, the chicks are sent to an automated conveyor belt where they are separated from any leftover eggshells and carefully inspected. Everything is done with modern technology to ensure the absolute safety of the chicks. because KFC understands that to have great chicken, it all starts with meticulous care from the moment they are born. At KFC's chick farms, everything is designed to care for these feathered babies with the utmost attention. The warm rooms are fully controlled by modern technology. The temperature is kept around 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius, just enough for the chicks to feel like they're resting under their mother's wings. Beneath their feet is a soft mattress made from wood shavings or dry straw, both comfortable and perfect for keeping the coop clean and dry. What about their meals? Of course, KFC doesn't overlook this. The chicks' first food is specially designed by nutrition experts, packed with the right amount of protein, vitamins, and minerals, much like their baby formula. The drinking water is also purified, filtered, and supplied through an ultra-hygienic automated system. As the chicks grow a little older, they enter the fattening stage. It sounds fun, but in reality, it's when they're fed a special high-energy diet to help develop muscles and gain weight quickly. Everything is tightly controlled, with no growth hormones used. It all relies on a balanced nutrition plan and the ideal environment. In these farms, the chickens aren't cramped in small cages. They're free to move around, run, flap their wings, and live in spacious, clean environments. Studies have shown that when chickens live comfortably and experience less stress, the quality of the meat improves, making it more tender, flavorful, and naturally sweet. Typically, hens reach their standard size after about 38 days, while roosters need around 60 to 65 days. At this point, each chicken weighs about 6 pounds, with firm meat and the perfect fat-to-meat ratio, just enough to create a piece of chicken that's tender and juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside. When the chickens are ready, KFC's specialized vehicles begin their transport journey. These aren't just ordinary trucks, they are specially designed vehicles with cooling systems and automatic air circulation. Each compartment has just enough space for the chickens to move comfortably, helping them stay calm and stress-free during the journey to the processing plant. At KFC's modern processing plant, technology and automation almost completely take over human labor to ensure food quality and safety. The chickens are placed on an automated conveyor belt, where a special machine helps them fall asleep peacefully, without pain. This is part of KFC's global animal welfare commitment, ensuring that the processing process is humane and respects life. Next, the chickens are immersed in hot water baths at temperatures ranging from 140 degrees Fahrenheit to 149 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 to 65 degrees Celsius, which helps the feathers come off easily without affecting the meat's quality. Then, the chickens go through an automatic feather plucking machine with dozens of soft rubber rollers. These rubber fingers gently remove the feathers in just a few seconds, quickly and smoothly, ensuring the skin remains smooth and intact. After the feathers are removed, the automated system gently separates the internal organs. Every action is precisely controlled by sensors and robots, ensuring that each cut is clean, fast, and absolutely safe. Before moving on to the next stage, the chickens are thoroughly washed in a large water tank. High-pressure water jets from hundreds of nozzles help wash away any remaining impurities, blood, or dirt. After being cleaned, the chickens move on to the cutting and sorting process. The entire production line operates like a steel orchestra. Every movement is smooth and precise, down to the millimeter. Robotic arms separate each part, breasts, wings, thighs, and so on, with each piece used for different items on KFC's global menu. Among these, the chicken breast, the tender, sweet, and leanest part of the bird, is the star of KFC's fried chicken that we all love. Before being cut, the machine automatically removes the skin from the chicken breast, ensuring the meat stays fresh, doesn't dry out, and absorbs the seasoning better during marination. Everything is controlled by high-precision cutting machines that operate quickly but gently, enough to ensure each cut is clean, sharp, and hygienic. Once the fresh chicken breasts are separated from the bones, they are neatly arranged on the smart conveyor belt, each piece placed in its designated groove. Specialists then inspect each piece of meat meticulously, checking color, thickness, texture, and more. Before leaving the plant, the chicken pieces are sprayed with a special solution to kill any bacteria. Now, the meat is separated and packaged individually. The breasts for the famous fried chicken, the wings for the crispy and spicy hot wings, and the thighs, a favorite for many. Each package weighs about 3 kilograms, is sealed in sterile packaging, and is ready to be shipped to thousands of KFC restaurants around the world. Now you can see how strictly KFC controls its ingredients, right? This is where the secret recipe, consisting of 11 herbs and spices, comes into play. No one outside of a few people in the company knows the exact proportions. KFC has to divide the recipe into 2 parts, send them to 2 different companies to be mixed separately, and then combine them into the final blend. Each piece of chicken is evenly coated with the special seasoning mix, then manually rubbed and tossed to ensure every bit of meat absorbs the flavor. The exact ingredients have never been revealed, but many culinary experts believe the recipe could include basil, celery salt, paprika, ground ginger, black pepper, and MSG. Here's an interesting story. In 2016, Joe Ledington, the grandson of Harlan Sanders himself, accidentally found a copy of the original recipe in an old family notebook. When he tried to cook it, the result was 95% identical to the current KFC flavor. Unlike traditional frying methods, KFC uses a pressure fryer, operating at around 365 degrees Fahrenheit, 185 degrees Celsius, for 7 to 10 minutes depending on the size of the chicken pieces. When the lid is sealed, the pressure inside locks in the chicken's natural steam, making the outside perfectly golden and crispy, while the inside remains tender, juicy, and naturally sweet. The great thing is that the pressure environment also prevents too much oil from soaking into the meat, making the chicken less greasy while still maintaining its rich, distinctive flavor. After frying, each piece of chicken is placed on a tray to drain excess oil, then moved to a warming area under infrared lamps. The light helps maintain the chicken at the perfect temperature, ensuring that when it reaches you, each piece is hot, crispy, and fresh, just like it came out of the fryer. Finally, the chicken is packaged in a box or tray, accompanied by fries, biscuits, and dipping sauce, ready to deliver the signature KFC flavor experience. Despite facing some controversy over nutrition and food safety, the appeal of KFC fried chicken is undeniable. And whether you love it or are just curious, it's clear that KFC has become a global food icon, associated with joy, convenience, and memories for many generations. If you enjoy fascinating stories behind familiar foods, be sure to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next culinary journey. Goodbye, and see you in the next episode.